Hi, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing week. And I hope your year started out to a wonderful, wonderful start. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that joined Self-Love Sundays, and also everybody that has been participating in the 31-day challenge. I got some amazing feedback, and I'm really, really happy to hear that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I kind of miss you guys. I miss seeing you guys every day. But I do have an announcement to make that I'm very excited about. On beginning on the 15th of this month to the 31st of January, I'm going to be doing a 15-day meditation challenge in Spanish. Some of you know, I'm Bolivian, and so I've spent a lot of time in South America, and during my time there I learned how to speak Spanish and write and read. And so this is something that I'd love to impart to my Spanish speaking community, because of course it's such a large community of people that are looking also to learn the exact same things. So I want to offer that opportunity. So we're going to do a 15-day, hi everyone. So we're going to do a 15-day challenge. So anybody that wants to join that, I'm going to be announcing it live after our live here. And yeah, I can't wait for any of you to join with your families if you so feel called to do so. So thank you so much for joining, you guys. Today I kind of wanted to talk about a couple topics in regards to Self-Love Sundays. And you know, I've been receiving a lot of emails of people that are, you know, having maybe some existential crises per se, of feeling overwhelmed with having to choose between being who they need to be in their everyday life and then coming into this expansive integration of spirituality and, you know, everything that we need to be, our game face for our matrix life is so called. And so this is something that's really, really important that we really need to focus on. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I think as we're going through the beginning of the year, we kind of take a moment to step back and think about what this year is going to be about, what our goals are going to be about, and what we want to achieve this year. And so a lot of us that are kind of working on ourselves and are very connected to our higher self and to the energies that are surrounding us, we're kind of aware of this silent opening that is occurring in our universe, in our matrix universe. And it is truly, truly an incredible opportunity that is that's become available to us to come into who we really are. And I think over the past 3-4 years, we've kind of gone through very incredibly, you know, important and impactful experiences that have made us question our reality, question our relationships, question ourself, and more importantly, our identity. And so the thing is, putting all of these pieces together to come into who you truly are right now is the key element that is missing. And at the center core of all of those things, of all of those call to actions, all of those inspirational pushes that we're receiving from this evolution, this natural evolution of existence, it is an opportunity for us to come into who we truly are, who we came here to be, incarnated in this physical shell of a body with our networks, with our family, our friends. So how do we come into that alignment, and how do we work in that energy so that we can either incorporate that into the work that we're doing, because of course we have to make a living. And what happens is that there becomes this split between being in survival mode and paying for our bills, and another thing is being this spiritual being that we feel that we have to keep separated. And the warrior, the concept of the warrior, is the one that is integrating this spiritual self into all areas of their life and living through this presence, okay? And so this is the thing that, it's the me that's been, not the spoon. Yes, you got it, buckaroo. So And so what's really important is that we learn and really train and make a commitment, if not to the bigger picture, because, the thing is that timelines are changing all the time. And our true core higher self is working through all of these experiences on a daily basis to find what's going to be the greatest expression of your highest self in this limited 100 years that we have of understanding, of consciousness, of evolution. And so in that process of expression of consciousness through you, the thing is to really push through any kind of fears and limitations that are not allowing you to become that embodied self. And I guess that self of realization per se. But, all of these things are concepts until we practice them and until we actually work them into our life. And the quickest way to come into that speedway to incorporate these practices is presence and a really deep connection with your body and your emotions, understanding the body and emotions. And this is the easiest way to start training and connecting with yourself and the triggers. And so this will be the difference between you reacting in a situation and acting consciously. And no matter what waves are coming through, our universe, full moons, eclipses, whatever energies are coming through, and even transitional experiences, we are always coming from a higher perspective because we have trained ourselves to become an observer of our lives. And an observer doesn't mean that you're stepping back. It means that you are working diligently with the waves of emotions that come through you. Because before we can learn to master the waves of energy that are in our universe and our galaxy, we have to learn to manage those waves of emotions within us first, right? So today I'd like to focus on a practice that kind of narrows down on that, because in this opportunity that we are having here, starting this new year, I really wish that I can express to you how powerful this consciousness is being open to each and every one of you. As pure consciousness, as an embodiment of light, you have an opportunity to really open up and expand into this highest expression of yourself, which means that your higher self is now embodied into the physical. And that process of embodying the higher self, because your higher self is a powerful, direct, very clear embodiment of knowledge. And when we are opening our energy and our energetic body to embody this higher self and learning how to live through the eyes of that higher self, things are very, very different. We're no longer playing through the same routine experiences and behaviors that we used to with other people and even with ourselves. So there is going to be a transitional point where we are feeling a mismatch between what I should be doing, what I have been taught to do, to act, to feel, to say, and what I am truly integrated and feeling called to do, inspired to do from a place of balance, from a place of integration. So that split can be sometimes difficult to navigate. So the most important thing that I can offer you is in this split, when we are coming through this dialogue of awareness, is to come into a state of neutrality and observe. Because as you observe how these things play out, you can see how one direction will cause more chaos in your life, more pain and suffering, and how the other one will be more of a smooth transition through all of these tests or experiences that we're feeling. And we call them tests because, when we are in the matrix, when we are connected to the matrix and we are living through the karmic contractual agreements that we are tied to, if we are not focused on cutting those ties with our relationships, with ourselves, with our old selves, with many fragments of ourselves that are living out in other dimensions. If we're not cleaning that up constantly, then we're tied to the matrix and we're living through those kinds of programs. And those programs are mainly because they are part of this 3D matrix focused on the 3 lower realms, okay, the lower chakras, which are the centers that connect us to this physical plane. So it's really important to focus on cleaning up those ties and those connections so we're not continuously living through that on a daily basis. And this is what our life ends up consisting of. It consists of routine problems, routine cyclical patterns of behaviors, fears, any kind of insecurities, doubts of ourselves, and we never seem to move forward. So I think we've come to a point, and here's an invitation for you this week, to really check yourself on where we are moving into the place of comfort in our old patterns and behaviors, and we are okay with matrix living. What can you define matrix living? Matrix living means any time that we're allowing us to come into a victim perspective, a place of pain, of suffering, instead of taking control of your true emotions, being authentic, understanding what's real. Which of your emotions is real? Are you playing through an old program, or is this really who you are now? A lot of us have been doing a lot of self-discovery work over the past 5 years, and we've really realized that some of our emotions and some of our interactions are really just old programs that we keep replaying and playing through. So the question is, now that we've become aware of these patterns, when are we going to stop playing through them over and over again? Because we're not seeing change in our life, because this is the patterns that we keep replaying through. So this week, I would like to invite you to become aware of these patterns. The times that we come into these repetitive cycles of emotions, feelings, reactions, fears, let's check ourselves and see if we can try to, access that information from a different perspective. And so a lot of this is work that we've been doing over the past 31-day meditation challenge. I've kind of focused on some of these practices. So you can feel free to reach out to some of those videos and kind of review them. But I think that we really need to decide, are we ready to move forward into the embodiment of a higher self, or are we going to continue living in these old programs? And it really has to do with subtle things, even what we're listening to, what we are, promoting, what we are allowing ourselves to get involved in emotionally. Really check how you can own your space, because in this massive collection of consciousness, each one of you is like a light of consciousness, and I want you to visualize it like almost like a rug. A rug has different fibers that are sticking out, and each one of you is one of those fibers, but all of you are connected to this rug, and this rug is like, or carpet, sorry, is like covering the entire planet. We are all connected. We are all this manifestation of consciousness. And each one of these fibers are consciousness that is ready to become aware of itself. But it's still bogged down by this illusion that we are incapable, that we have limitations, that we have blockages. And really, the most important thing that I need to impart on you is that we are the most powerful biotechnology in this matrix universe. So the sooner you understand that and live by that concept, the quicker things are going to start falling off. All of this heavy weight, the weight of your emotions, the weight of your problems, the belief systems that you have of coming into a victim role, or a place of not being empowered or sick or incapable of moving forward. Our body has the ability to release itself of all of these chemical programs as well. And so we have to come into a place of embodiment. And I'd like to invite you this week on focusing on that. So let's focus this meditation today on trying to access and maybe training ourselves to embody this higher self. Let's communicate with that higher self and allow ourselves to embody that. So by the end of this meditation, you are fully balanced, fully aligned, reconnected, and ready to take on all of these experiences as a place from an observer instead of being locked into these old cyclical patterns. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'd be really happy to answer them now. So let's begin. Let's get started, okay? We're going to inhale deeply and exhale. And I want you to visualize the core of the planet as we ground ourselves. So visualizing that cord, and this cord and this grounding technique helps you come into the present moment. So this is going to be one of the powerful tools you're going to utilize this week when you start feeling triggered, when you start coming into a place of chaos and stress. You're going to ground yourself, bringing yourself into the present. It's when we're in the present that we can even begin to look at things from an observer. But first, we must come into that state. So ground yourself down to the center of the earth. Sending down a really nice, powerful cord. Your cord can be roots of a tree. They can be a tunnel of light that is connected to your shoulders, your waist, your hips, your legs, all the way down to the center core of the planet as you ground yourself. Inhale deeply and exhale. You're going to visualize that giant sphere around your body, enclosing yourself completely. Make sure that there are no openings in your space. And if there are tears and openings, then we know that we have a lot of energy siphoning out of our energetic space. So you're going to focus on closing any of those tears and openings that you are sensing in your energetic body. And everybody can do this. It's just a matter of understanding how you perceive energetic information. Some of us can hear it, some of us can see it more visually, some of us can sense it. We feel it with our body. So how do you receive this vibrational information? Tap into your energy to check in. Okay. So as you visualize that protective shield around you, I want you to add another layer of white light. So you're going to visualize a gigantic white shield of white light around you to all directions of your body, about 10 feet out. Okay, so visualize that. Protecting your space, grounding, and we're going to go deeper now. So we're going to start with the root chakra at the base of your spine, the red light at the base of your spine, like the shutter of a camera or the aperture of a camera. You're going to close it down, disconnecting from any imbalance that is connecting you like a web or like tentacles to the physical plane. You're going to close that down. Inhale deeply and exhale. Going to go up to the second chakra, the orange light right below the navel. Visualize closing that chakra all the way down. Again, disconnecting from any imbalances. It is crucial for us to understand how to control our chakra system. Becoming aware of what is coming in and out of our energetic space, what is attaching, what is connecting. This is how we start to become conscious of our entire multidimensional body. We're going to go up to the solar plexus, the yellow light in the center core. You're going to close that chakra all the way down disconnecting any imbalance in the emotional body. Inhale deeply and exhale, and I want you to notice that calmness that comes over the body as you disconnect the first 3 chakras. Okay, it's like this incredible calm feeling. It's like the static has lessened energetically. Some of you are more sensitive than others, so you're going to pick up on this pretty clearly. Okay. We're going to go up to the heart center. You're going to open that chakra as wide as possible, front and back, opening the center of connection and unconditional love. We're going to go up to the throat chakra now. You're going to open that blue light, front and back of your body. I'm going to go up to the third eye now. Open that indigo light, front and back of your body as you open the center of intuition. We're going to go up to our creative crown chakra, and I want you to visualize your creative color. Some of you that are following me for a while know how to identify your creative color. But those of you that are just joining, I want you to visualize a white screen in front of you, and you're going to see a color. And this color is going to represent your highest expression. So the vibration, your frequency of your highest expression. Go ahead and see what color you see there, and you're going to fill that into the crown chakra. Aligning yourself with all aspects of your life from the highest expression possible. So this includes your career, your family, relationships, partnerships, money, energy, abundance, spirituality, and your health. Visualize that you are filling your crown chakra in all areas of your life as you are aligning your highest expression with each one of those sections. Okay? And this is all part of the basic energetic hygiene that is necessary for the physical body to come into perfect balance. In this moment, you are in a reading state as you have disconnected the first 3 chakras and opened the top, means that you can read and see the body interdimensionally. And this is something that happens over time with practice for some of you that are just beginning to try this technique out. So we're going to inhale deeply and exhale. So as you are grounded, protected, and aligned into your body, I want you to visualize a very healing color. So you're going to visualize what color represents healing for you. Yeah, I want you to visualize that. Okay. For me, it's going to be green today, the color of my shirt. So go ahead and select a color that represents healing for you. And from your feet, you're going to absorb it from the ground or from the earth. If you are on the 2nd floor, just visualize you are pulling it up from the earth in through the house, up through that ceiling, and in through your feet into the body. If you are on the 1st floor, you can visualize absorbing it from the earth. This powerful color of healing that comes up your body, up your toes, into your ankles, your shins, and your calves, relaxing and healing the body. Inhaling deeply as you absorb this healing into the body, going up into the knees, into the thighs, into the hips, up into the solar plexus now. And when you get to the center core, the solar plexus is the center of your body. When you get to the center core, it's going to create a vortex here at the center of your body. That means like a swirling, powerful concentration of energy at the center of your core. Okay? Go ahead and feel that really beautiful, powerful, and yet gentle rush of energy that comes into the body to create that vortex at your center core. I'm going to inhale deeply and exhale. From the universe, from the cosmos, you're going to visualize bringing down a gold energy that comes down through the crown of your head, down your spine, and combines with that healing earth energy that you pulled up for yourself. And as you mix those two in the center of your body, you're going to visualize creating this mixture of healing energy and source energy, okay? That cosmic energy. And so that energy at your center core is going to be, let's say, gaining momentum at the center of your body before we run it through the 3 dimensions. So now that you have that combination, I want you to send that combination down through your grounding cord. So we grounded ourselves to the center of the earth when we started the practice. Visualize pushing down that combination of energy about 10% down to the center of the earth. And as you do this, as you focus on visualizing, taking from the core of your body down to the center of the earth, I want you to focus on eliminating any kind of tension in the body. Okay, so this is a great practice to become aware of the physical body. So you should be able to tap in and out of your entire body from head to toe in a second's notice. So right now, connect with the entire body and notice where you are sensing tension. And then you're going to push that out energetically through the body down through the grounding cord. Okay, literally noticing your body coming back into a state of neutrality and comfort and balance as you eliminate that tension out of the body. Inhaling deeply and exhaling, releasing. Very good. You're going to go back to the center core. You're going to pull up that healing energy and source energy up your spine and from the crown of your head, surrounding the outside of your sphere. As you visualize cutting any of these external cords that are connected to your body. So coat the outside of your protective shield with this healing energy. You're going to go back to the center core. Visualize pulling up that healing energy up your spine, and from the palms of your hands, fill the inside of your sphere. Visualize that powerful wave of energy surrounding your physical body, healing your body. If you guys are feeling a little low, your immune system is feeling low, or you're feeling sick, or you have some kind of disease or disbalance within the body, I want you to take this time to really focus on absorbing this healing energy into the body. I want you to visualize this energy coming in through the pores, in through the muscles, down to the bones, down to the cellular level of your body. And so we're now taking a trip in, zooming in to the center core of the body, down to the cellular level. So I want you to visualize and connect with every cell in your body. Inhale deeply and exhale. As you connect with the cells in your body, I want you to ask your body where there is an imbalance. Okay, so I want you to have this connection and communication with your body. What's out of alignment? What is tired? What part of you needs more support, more focus, more care, more healing? So take this time to scan your body from head to toe, speaking to the cells of the body, to understand where there is a disalignment. you scan your body, notice the organs, which one of your organs maybe requires some cleansing, some detoxing, some rebalancing, some extra care. So take this time to check in with your physical body. Okay, very good. You're going to inhale deeply and exhale. And now I want you to take your focus to your spine. Okay? And we're going to go inside of the spine to the center core of the spinal cord. And you're going to visualize allowing this healing energy to go up the spinal cord, beginning at the root of your spine. And you're going to pull up that healing energy up your spine. And as it does, it is nourishing the entire nervous system of the body. And as you do that, I want you to notice where you are sensing blockages, any fear-based programs, any programs in general that are attached to this space within the body. You're going to focus on releasing. So you're going to pull that up your spine. As you inhale deeply, it goes up the spine, all the way up past your center core of your organs, going up past the lung system. And just visualize that you're spreading that healing energy inside of the body and having this communication and checking in for blockages, for triggers, for any aspect of your consciousness that is stagnant within this space that requires more attention. I want you to really focus on tapping in with your body and opening this communication. You're going to pull that healing energy up your spine, up to the neck, and you're going to go up into the center of the brain now. So visualize pulling up that energy into the center of the brain, and sometimes it'll feel like a rush. As you're working with cleansing this energy at the center core, at the pineal gland, you're going to visualize as if you are turning on a light, and any kind of calcification, any kind of stagnant energy or information that is within this space, you are destroying, releasing, breaking free from. As you inhale deeply and exhale, setting the intention that any programs that no longer serve us are being destroyed in the center core down to the cellular level of a body. You're going to inhale deeply and exhale. And I want you to sit with this energetic healing for a moment. I want you to notice how you feel a very warm energy in the center of your spine all the way up to the top of your head. If you're doing this right, if you're pulling up that energy, you should feel a warmth running through the system. Okay, some of you may feel tired, some of you may yawn, and these are all expressions of release. Some of you may cough. If you are sneezing, sometimes it's a sign that there are entities attaching or trying to connect to you. So I just want you to become conscious of sealing your space really well while you are doing this exercise, protecting your space. And use your intuition to never doubt what you're seeing and feeling. Always follow through with what you are feeling and seeing when you are in meditation. Inhale deeply and exhale. So now that we are receiving this healing, I want you to focus on any kind of events that happened over the past week that have caused you a tremendous amount of trigger, of anxiety, pressure, of sadness, depression. Okay? Focus on these events that have happened this week. And so these will help us start to notice what are our main triggers. And so in the coming weeks, we are more aware of these experiences as they come up. So I want you to review the past week, take a look at the triggers that you've had. Anything that has taken you off balance, that has made you feel insecure, fearful, doubtful, angry, sad, depressed. Take a look at those emotions and those moments. Observing these moments, these experiences, I want you to notice who is taking part in these experiences. And I want you to notice the roles that are being played. What is your role in this interaction? How are you feeling in that moment? And as you review these experiences, I want you to notice what part of your body starts to tense up as you start to tap into these experiences. Okay? That's going to tell us a lot about where we store information in the body. So notice what part of your body tenses up or starts to feel pain. This is where we are storing these memories. This is the level of awareness that we want to get to when we are in meditative state, as well as when we are interacting in our everyday life consciously and awake. So train yourself. You're going to inhale deeply and exhale. As you allow yourself to review these experiences, I want you to notice what you're feeling in that moment, and I want you to identify the emotion of that moment. And the question is, what is it that you need to not feel that way? And I really want you to tap into your soul and look at yourself in that moment. I want you to freeze this memory as you observe yourself. And I want you to look at yourself as if you have a light that is hovering above your body. And this light that's hovering above your body is your higher self. I want you to observe it. What is it doing while you are feeling this way in your body? What's happening? So who is in control in this moment when we are coming into these trigger points? And as you can see, your higher self is you, always. Is always available to you. The question is, what is keeping us from embodying that higher self when we come into these moments of fear or anxiety or anger? What is it? Take a look at yourself. Observe yourself. What part of you is not allowing the higher self to move through us? then we notice that sometimes we are like puppets of our life, of the matrix, of people around us, and even ourselves, desperately trying to protect aspects of ourselves, to be seen, to be loved. So I want you to notice that this moment of compassion comes over, and it's an opportunity for healing. So I want you to visualize, what is the color of unconditional love and healing for you in this moment? So visualize from source a powerful wave of this healing energy coming down over you and surrounding you, allowing yourself to absorb that healing energy into your body, down to the cellular level as you transform all of those emotions that you're feeling in that moment. Okay, completely allowing you to refresh, to transform. It's not that these emotions weren't worthy or real or valid. We are allowing ourselves to observe something from a different perspective. So we're going to inhale deeply and exhale. Very good. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut cords with all of the people that we've connected with over the past 2 weeks. So I want you to visualize a crowd of all these people in front of you. Everyone that you've come in contact with, family, friends, colleagues, our children even, our partners, our customers, if we are actively interacting with people. I want you to see them all in a crowd in front of you. You don't need to have detail for them. Just visualize a crowd of shadows. And what you're going to notice is that you have a giant cord connecting to your body to them. Because unless we practice daily energetic hygiene, we're still throwing this energy and information back and forth. So you're going to visualize cutting that cord on their end, cutting that cord on your end. And you're going to inhale deeply, taking back your life force into the physical body. Okay, taking all that life force that comes back as gold healing energy for you, rejuvenating, healing your body. And you're going to allow them to take back their healing energy, creating a neutrality in these relationships, all of them. Okay? So once you cut cords, you should definitely feel a lightness that takes over the body, a release, a balance. And sometimes we start to even feel better if we were feeling out of sorts. Very good. So we're going to focus on our root chakra now. I want you to visualize, before we realign ourselves, all of these thoughts and these memories from the past week. I want you to visualize eliminating them from the 7 layers of your body. So you have 7 layers that are constantly around your body. I want you to focus on cleansing that space as you come into a complete state of neutrality, changing your vibration completely. So go ahead and visualize, whether you want to visualize a vacuum connecting to the bottom of your sphere, you're going to send everything down, or you can visualize sending everything up, whatever feels real to you. Clear your space completely. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. With every exhale, you're releasing more and more. And so the focus is that you are lighter and lighter with every practice that we do in this meditation. More centered, more balanced. Very good. Okay, we're going to go and realign the body. You're going to visualize the root chakra. You're going to open it back into balance. Go up to the second chakra, the orange light. You're going to open that back into a balanced state. You're going to go up to the heart, the solar plexus in the center core. You're going to visualize opening that back up. So now you have your root, your sacral, and your solar back in balance. You're going to go up to your heart chakra. You're going to close it back into balance. You're going to go up to your throat. You're going to close it back into balance. You're going to go up to your third eye. You're going to close it back into balance. As you completely realign your chakra system, you are balancing your perception. You are owning your space. Okay, visualize your protection around your body and your grounding cord as you are in the present moment. You're going to inhale deeply. And we're going to connect to Source, to our higher self now, welcoming our Source to connect with the physical body. So I want you to go to your crown, and you're going to visualize the color that you chose. You're going to send that up into the 8th, the 9th, 10th chakra, and you're going to turn them on. Brightly turn them on as you open those channels, your chakras, to align yourself with higher frequency. Okay, this is how we train ourselves. Anytime that we're stressed out and we want to come back into this space of connection and balance, you can work with your chakras. Again, controlling your centers of information. You're going to go up to the 11th, 10th, 12th, and 13th chakra, turning them on. Turning on that space, opening these channels. Allowing your higher self to embody the physical. So this integration now is something that we are managing, we are controlling, we are creating within our physical body. It's up to us. Now, as we go throughout our day, you can open your eyes now. Welcome back. And as you go throughout your day and you are balanced and consciously aware of this alignment, you are now interacting with all of your experiences from a much higher vibrational frequency. And so that level of awareness coming from an observer state will allow you to decide how you wish to interact in these experiences throughout your day. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this meditation. And if you have any questions, I'm really happy to answer them now. And I can answer any questions regarding, this practice, or if you have trouble with your practice, or questions on contact or connection, I'm very happy to answer as well. Please note that next Friday, I am starting our first online support group for hybrid mothers and fathers. So anyone that has had a hybrid experience or is a hybrid and wants to learn more about that, please join the group. And I'm really happy to work with you and assist in any way that is possible. And also I'm going to be starting for those of you that are just joining, I'm doing a 15-day meditation challenge in Spanish, and I'm going to be posting that on my YouTube channel starting on the 15th to the 31st. So please feel free to tune in. I'm doing Self-Love Sundays every Sunday, and tomorrow night I'm going to be interviewed on Kevin Estrella's show, and I'm gonna radio show. So any of you that are free tomorrow night around 8 o'clock, you guys can tune in. We're gonna be getting into ET contact, spirituality, quantum understanding of our universe and our galaxy, and integration of the higher self fractals. So please feel free to include. So Natalie asks, does that include dreams about having hybrid babies? Absolutely. Dreams are, of course, another plane of reality that we have yet to discover and learn how to navigate. And so when we are living through our astral body or other dimensions of our physical body in other realms, that's what we are receiving in dream time. So dreams are always extremely important. And when things like this, like hybrid children, ET contact experiences come up, they're always very important teller signs and suggestions for you to look deeper into that. It really is very important for all of us to look at those dreams that we have, because it's not a coincidence and it's not just because. So yes, Natalie, I would love for you to join. It's next Friday, And anybody else that has any questions, I'm really happy to answer. Lena, thank you so much. I'm so glad you joined. Hermeticus, thank you very much. And I wish you all a beautiful day and an amazing week. Warriors of Light, hang in there, stay balanced, stay connected, and embody your higher self. All my love. Bye-bye.